are you going to cut that hole out? With your trusty sheetrock saw, that's how. You take your saw. Before I do that, I'm just going to be mindful. I'm trying to keep the dust down. I'm going to take some masking tape down here and put it down here on the wall. You don't really have to do this, but I am just going to see how well it works. Okay, I can do that. Now I can peel this. I should have put the bottom one on first, huh? I can peel this up. Yeah, you know what? Here, let's try this again. Don't mind me. Put the bottom one up first, wherever. Okay. The next piece on like that. Just because this is 3/4 inch tape, I'm going to peel that up like that. That's going to catch my dust, sheetrock dust, and maybe not make as much of a mess on the floor. I'll still wipe up. Yeah, there, my Dutch dust collector. Now I can cut this out. Still going to be careful. I want to make sure I don't hit anything in the wall. And look, I can keep spinning this. I don't want to go too far because see, I'm hitting the back side of the wall. It's 3.5 inches thick wall. Now I can just cut this out. Use your tip because you can make the curve with that more easily than pushing it all the way in. You're not going to be able to turn it, okay? That falls through the wall, that's okay, you can do that too. They say the wall cavity's got to be 3.5 inches to work with this type of application, but you know, most walls are that thick. If you're in a mobile home and the walls are 2.5 inches or so, you may have to grab this whole little assembly and see how it's going to fit in there. 'Cause see, here's the goodie that fits in there. And there's a little arrow there, and that faces up. And here's the whole premise of this whole thing. Well, let me first see. Now see, this has a flange around it, and there's a little groove on the inside, and this is going to fit right up in there. Okay, you want it to fit in, and sure enough, it fits. If it didn't fit, you could shave off a little bit more. I'd rather make the first hole just a hair smaller or just right rather than too big. Okay, and then that's going to face up. But before I put that in there, here's this goodie, and see it's got little ears, and the ears are on there. There's little prongs on there just right. And on this, it's smooth on the bottom, and then there's teeth on the top. Once you put that in the hole, you slide this in there, and see that says up. Before you do that, you can take this little goodie, and it hooks. See this little thing? It hooks on there like that. Okay, and then you're gonna hold that, and it fits on that slide. Here's little ears. Here's the ears on it. Remember? You take that and slide on those ears. And you're going to push that because you're up inside the wall now, and then you're going to fit it behind the sheetrock, and once it gets behind the sheetrock, you're going to pull up on it like that, and this is designed to stay on there like that, and then you pull this on the back side and it fits right up there snug, and then you twist this out of there like that. You can see that little thing comes out. And then on the outside, this fits over on the sheetrock, and it's got the little rubber pad. You put that on there. See this nice little screw that goes in through there, And that's going to fit into the screw there, see, the hole. And as you tighten that up, you see once you tighten that up, it's going to pull this backing plate right up tight. And then you're going to spin it. Whichever way the grab bar is going, there's a little arrow on here. And you can spin this however, because this one comes with three little small screws and washers. See how small those are? Remember the screws to the grab bar were really big? Well, this has 3 little screws and it's got washers too. And those are going to fit in there. And that's how you're going to attach the grab bar to that. And you've got this arrow over here facing the direction of the grab bar. So we're going to have to do some, we're going to tighten this up and we're going to hold the grab bar up there. If we have to loosen this and slide it over, we'll get this exact and we can tighten that up. And see, with the grab bar going up at an angle, this is going to go the same direction as a grab bar, right? Okay, so that's how that's going to work. We're almost, that's going to be kind of slick. And they say 300-pound person, that's going to hold up a 300-pound person on there. They've got this all designed with one screw. See, now that I've got it on there, I've got to kind of twist it off of there. I'm just showing you. Okay. Before I get into that anymore, I've got to cut that other hole. And see, this worked pretty good with the other sheetrock dust. And what I can do at this point is I can just take this and go right, I should have done that a little bit lower. Went right over the sheetrock dust like that. And hold that on there. Now I can pull that off the wall like that. And I've captured most of my sheetrock dust and mess in there. Now I still have some that went down on the floor, piddly poo. See down there? And if you don't have a dustpan handy, let's say, you can take your sheetrock or your tape, masking tape, run that along the wall wherever you need to pick up your dust. Like that, peel it back. Do that a couple times to get up most of the dust off the floor. You can do that. I'll wipe that up better. But anyways, I'm gonna get ready to cut my next hole. Let's cut this other hole here. Incidentally, what I could have done on these 2 holes, before I cut the hole out all the way, I could have cut the middle just a little bit more and then fished like a wire in there, let's say. A little probing wire. And if I found out I was just going to hit something or the edge of the stud, let's say, and if I needed to slide that over, I could have slid that over ever so little to the right. Then I would have to do the other one ever so little to the right and maybe line things up. Last thing you want to do is cut one hole and then find out as you're cutting the second one, hey, there's something in my way. Uh-oh, what do I do now? Maybe you only have to put one of these in and you can attach the other one with screws into the stud on the edge, or plastic anchors, whatever. So you're still okay. I'm just trying to give you some thoughts and ideas. Test that out before I go any further. If I cut any more out. Looks fine. Ready? I'll clean this up a little bit and be ready for the next step. Let's do it. Okay. Remember, we got our goodie. Those little ears face up. I've got it actual up on here. The little slides are going straight I'm going to face that up. It tells you to face that up because that's going to hold this next bit. Okay, I'm going to take this goodie with the ears on the side. Got my little pull stick. I'm going to hook that on there like that. Get it on. I'm going to slide that in to the slides. Okay. I'm going to just reach back in there and pull that tight. Now see that pulled right up tight to the back side of the sheetrock. Like that. Now I can take this off. Voila. It's in there. That backing plate is being held by that. Right? Okay. Here's our backing plate. Our grab bar backing plate. The white rubber fits that direction. Got my bar with the arrow facing that way, so I'm going to have that in there and gently get it threaded like that. And that's going into that backing plate as we speak. I also have my pencil mark here as a guide. I'm going to get this a little bit tighter. I don't know exactly at the angle just yet, okay? But I can hold it up there. I know it's going to go up that way. I'm just taking a wild guess. That's off. It's going to have to be slid this way. But see, I can take that and I can swivel it with my hands because the mounting screws on the grab bar are here. So now I can twist it wherever they need to go, okay? There's my backing piece. Let's do the next one. You think I got lucky on that one? Let's do the next one. Here's our groove deal, facing up. That facing up. Our slide rails fitting nicely in there, facing up. The mark, you've got to have that facing up. If it's down, the little claw feet are not going to grab onto this properly, okay? Facing up. Hook that on there. There's a little hook right there. Now that just kind of holds on there like that. See? We're going to slide that on those slide rails, just like that. Push it back in there. It's back behind the sheetrock. Pull on it, and it's clicking into place. There. Didn't click much because I had it just about where it went. And I just twisted that, pulled that out of there. Okay. Here's my backing piece. And it came with a little washer. Now see, there's a little rubber washer. I put that on first, then the metal one. Okay, like that. And like that. This facing against the wall. Here's where it says bar. Right there. So I'm going to face that going downhill towards the other one. Just going to lightly screw that in there. Yeah, this looks pretty simple. Once you see how it works. Still got my pencil marks as a guide. We've done everything step by step. It seems to be lining up okay. Could it be that simple to put up a grab bar? You know, if you're putting this one in a commercial application, I don't think it would pass code. This is residential. Okay, so I'm going to angle that down. There it goes. Let's see here. Like so. Okay, now to set the grab bar up there, see what happens.